Your goal is to get both of your socks off without using your hands. When you think you've successfully done it, raise your hand. And then, you know,
and then
we'll check if your socks are indeed off. Do you want to say ready, set, go?
Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, come on, Katie.
Go, Katie, go. Oh, yeah. Go, Katie, go.
Jacob on the side.
Rachel! How do you feel that 3 people just walked off without you?
Not fantastic.
Yeah.
I can talk to Jacob.
Okay, sure. And I'll stay. Cool. Sure.
If we wanted to, we could move Brown all the way and vote Neil, and he's going to be a harder competitor at the end, I would think, than anyone. Like, he's competitive. Yeah, so we could, I mean, we were the underdogs from the start, so all
Turds forever.
Wow.
I like that idea. I think okay, we'll take it.
I'll say that.
You'd not be opposed to what?
Voting out Brett.
So I think if we vote out one of the girls, then we'll lose the girls' vote if we vote away.
Yeah.
Basically.
Unless you got all guys at the final.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Which we can. So
The real question becomes, do you think Brett is more of a threat to win? Or could you beat him at the end? Because if you think you could beat him, you wouldn't want to vote him out.
yeah.
Brett, you're standing by yourself right now.
I am.
Everybody was like,
Hey.
Let's chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Go with him, Katie.
I am.
Good.
Well, what are we thinking?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Browns left.
There's a lot of Browns left, for sure.
1 Brown. But I will say, you gotta pick at some point when the Browns start to lose. Now's probably the right round, I would say.
You think so, compared to next time?
Compared to next time, because you can slip it in a lot easier, knowing that you'll probably get them out this round with less resistance than maybe like for the future next one when it's just Browns voting against Browns.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if I want to break that if she thinks
No,
I'll vote
yeah.
with her next time.
Do you want to do like we could do Neil then, and then have Brett in our back pocket as a backup plan for like next?
I think Katie
try?
would vote him next try,
Okay.
and then it would be us 2 and Katie.
Yeah, I like that play.
We could do it. Okay, so
Okay.
Neil this time.
Yes. You said that the other 2 were on board with that.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do you feel like these are 2 duos left? Like Brett and Jacob versus Neil and Rachel? Or
With some of the anti-patriarchy theme we got going, Rachel and I might have a good, but I do think those 2 have a little something going on.
Okay. You know, Neil's the only one that's not brown or challenger. Do you feel like he's just like kind of a dead man walking?
Yeah, he had some good arguments, like to kind of swing votes otherwise
Sure.
now to strategize,
Okay.
because eventually brown team can't be together forever.
Yeah. Okay, we have a special guest, former winner Kyle, to facilitate the tribal council.
How did the Thank you. How did the sock challenge go as a group? What did we think of that?
I hope that's the last one.
A lot of feet.
Yeah, I didn't know I needed to wear my loose socks today.
That'll be a next strategy for next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Get the socks that are easy on, easy off.
Yeah, the slip-ons.
I can't help but notice there's one gray shirt here and a bunch of brown.
Oh no.
What's up with that? Does that mean anything at this point in the game?
Is this vote as simple as it looks from the outside, is I think what Kyle's trying to say.
I don't think the vote is ever that simple, especially this late in the game.
Did everyone feel like they could talk to everyone they needed to?
We all got to talk to each other.
Are we feeling pretty solid before this vote?
Raise your hand if you think you're not going to get voted out this round. All right, the one person who should be raising their hand at least.
Yeah.
All right, should we vote? Okay, we have another former winner here to read them. Mackenzie. She's back for round 2.
Yeah.
all right, the votes are in. First vote.
Nobody played their shot in the dark. This was the last round to do it. So shot in the dark is no longer in the game.
First vote. Neil. Second vote, Neil. Third vote, Brett. Fourth vote, Neil.
Neil, you've been
That's- yeah,
eliminated.
that's
Neil.
So, Rachel's starting.
Which way it goes? Clockwise?
It's gonna go clockwise.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Rachel, whenever you're ready.
Great move. Great move.
Oh. That was a bold choice.
The Queen's Gambit.
Whoa.
Whoa. Cutting our off. But our diagonals allowed or not?
Diagonals are allowed, but you can only move one at a time. So you can't like jump across the board.
I don't know. I don't know.
Could somebody pick up that one? Thank you. So it's Jacob's turn?
Yes.
Oh, you only have three this. Well, you have four. Three this way.
Are these diagonal of each other?
Yes.
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 These are?
Yes, they are.
Those are diagonal.
Yeah. That we're always further apart. And then these two are diagonal.
We'll play it out. But yeah, it's looking good.
Oh, Rachel's got a lot over here.
So Brett, you've got nowhere to go, you're out.
Sorry, Brett.
So yeah, it's Rachel's turn. Hmm? It's whoever comes up first that they can't go. So now it's Katie's turn?
I think it's Jacob.
Oh, Jacob, it's your turn. Okay.
Okay. Do I have to step something?
Well, or else you're out. So yeah, you don't really have any choice. You gotta step on that black one.
Okay.
So now it's Katie. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jacob has no move.
But this is like a tie now.
No. Katie, go.
Yeah, Katie wins.
Oh, that was not.
And now Rachel doesn't have a move, so Katie gets immunity.
It's an impossible position, right? I think it's just one of those votes. And
If Katie would not have gotten immunity, would either of you have voted for her?
probably, yeah. So this makes this a very difficult vote.
Yeah.
I think from our standpoint, Brett, recently there's been a very big like women thing going, and so I am scared about going to the end with a woman. I think the jury is like they want that, you know.
Yeah.
So I think our best bet for like actually winning is probably getting Rachel up. Unfortunately,
I think you're right.
like I literally don't think we beat her. Like everyone like
Made it all the way through.
challenges. I was like, yeah, let's go, Katie, let's go, Rachel. You know, like the only way that either of us wins if we go to the end together.
And it's definitely not going to be me because at least like with her for sure because I freaking put the two girls on the team and everybody was pissed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. I think that makes the most logical sense if that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the feeling over here?
We're kind of talking about breaking up their alliance over there. Gotta figure out which one's a better option.
Yeah. So, what's up, you two?
What's up? Yeah, what'd you and Rachel talk about?
We were just kind of saying, like, with my immunity, we're kind of honestly trying to figure out where you both were thinking of voting. And, yeah.
Okay.
It seems like there could be some natural alliances for me. But, yeah. I already talked to you. Like, I mean, maybe she would have had yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, because that's the only way we have numbers. Otherwise, it's like guaranteed tie.
Yeah.
So, it's a tough spot being even numbered for people.
It is.
You're all from the same original tribe, too. The last time the four of you were together in this predicament, you voted for Katie.
Ooh, that's
When we were in the
interesting
beginning of the
to hear
game. If Katie didn't have immunity, would that have been like the natural choice, you think? Because you already came to that consensus together before. Interesting. So this really shakes everything up, you'd say.
this. It really does. I'm still touching Brett.
Okay.
That's what I talked to Judy about. I was thinking.
Katie was being very shady.
I probably that thinks you don't know that we're breaking up your lines.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, that could be why.
Okay. Yeah, she was acting like very shady. So I was like,
No, I think she's good. She told
like,
me
would
she was good
would
for
she
Brett.
actually vote for Brett though?
She told me, yeah.
She told you, yeah.
She did mention that you haven't talked to her a ton. So,
Yeah.
like, make sure you make an effort there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she might, like, vote against you.
Yeah. Well, she's voted against me every time. So.
That's fair.
But yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
I'm sorry, I'm so bad on camera.
It's on Brett right now, don't worry.
Okay. Go for it.
No, what were you saying?
I don't know. It's God's hands now.
Okay, 4 people left. You've eradicated every other group. It's just the challengers. Do you guys feel like you proved history wrong? That was your goal for the day. Or Katie, you forged your own new story, I suppose. Yeah.
I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I think we feel very proud as a tribe. We came in as the underdogs, and we're the only people sitting here now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Pretty
feels like
rewarding.
we did exactly what we wanted to do.
We all said, I
Yeah.
think if we just got towards the end, we would, like, count that as a win. So.
Yes.
Locked in from the beginning.
Do any of you wish you had a shot in the dark this round? Do you miss that you can't play it anymore?
I think that's fair. I don't think anyone can feel safe anymore.
I think the value of the votes, obviously, the value of your vote goes up as each person gets eliminated more. So this is like your vote for this round like carries a lot of weight. So it'd be tough to play shot in the dark, I would say.
Yeah. Does anybody want to make a plea to anybody else that didn't get squared away when you were talking pre-tribal? Okay. Let's vote. Okay. Taylor, a former honorary Brown Tribe member, is going to read off the all-Brown Final Four.
All right. Everybody ready?
Let's do it.
First vote, Rachel. Second vote,
And still, actually.
Brett. Third vote, Brett.
2 votes
2
Brett,
votes.
1 vote Rachel.
Yep. Last vote, Brett.
Oh, good game, guys.
Sorry, boss.
It's okay, I get it.
Jury, ask your questions.
I have a good one. Jacob,
Yes.
you and Brett have been in a strong alliance since the beginning, it seems.
Yes.
Do you feel like it reflects poorly on you to break that alliance now?
Obviously, yes. I have had many alliances, I would say, and Rachel and I have probably been closest this entire game. So if I were to, like, Rachel and I were closest, I would say. So voting out, I couldn't vote her out, I would say. And obviously it just got to the point where there's not enough people to vote for, and so I had to choose someone. And I'm not gonna lie, I literally almost, once I wrote it down and saw Ben like writing out or counting the votes, I literally almost asked if I could switch my vote. So yeah, it was by far the most difficult one, and I'll go a little bit. So if I had voted with Brett, it would have gone to a tie between Brett and Rachel, and if it would have gone to a darts off. I did not know if there'd be a final 2, and I knew that if Rachel won that, and she knew that I voted for her, then her and Katie would team up on me for the final 2 vote. So that's kind of my thought process.
Rachel, do you feel the same way about the alliance? Do you feel like it was a very strong alliance throughout the whole game?
Yeah, we were strong from pretty early on. I would say in the beginning, like you, Taylor, and I had talked, and we're pretty strong right there. So we kind of just like left that there in the beginning, and then kind of like did a little bit of our own thing through the middle there, and then kind of just kept checking in, like that's still strong, we're still there, and it was, and so we've continued through with that.
Katie, earlier in the game, you were voted out, and then to get back in, there was a tug of war, and somebody took your place in that tug of war. Rachel, do you feel like you owe her anything at this phase of the game?
Dramatic question. I think we've created a good bond over this experience so far, and I trust her judgments and strategies as we play the game. But yeah, no, it's definitely something to think about.
Jacob, as evidenced by the final 3 men have been disadvantaged the entire time. You represent 33% of the finalists. How did you persevere?
Yeah. I think my game was just, I think last year I kind of came out and I definitely had like the target on my back for a lot of the game. And so this one I really wanted to maybe not excel in the challenges as much, but more so work on the relationships that I built with people. And so I had Rachel, we were a very close alliance, Brett, super close alliance as well, knew they wouldn't vote for me. And then even like Neil, like you obviously helped me a ton getting here. And once again, it just kind of came down to I have to get somebody out. So, so I think just the relationship aspect really helped me navigate the game and get all the information I needed.
Yeah, Sam.
Katie, I think you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think out of the 3 here, you received the most votes throughout the game in Tribals, yet you're still here in the finals, and we aren't. When you felt that you were backed against the wall, what was your strategy for talking to people and convincing them to vote for someone else?
I think at the beginning I was quick to say a lot of things, and then I started to kind of take a step back, let other people speak first, and learn a little bit about how the game's played and how people strategize and everything. So yeah, but did that answer your question? Okay.
Was there anything about each of your specific games that you want to mention that hasn't really had an opportunity to be brought up yet? Strategic or social?
I think the Brown squad is just like a thing that got us all here. Like I think that was from the beginning of the day, we were like underestimated and we kind of came in wanting to prove ourselves. So I think we've done that, and seeing that we got to the final, even before this final 3 of that, I think says a lot about like that game and just like the mental willpower to want to prove ourselves.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks. Taylor mentioned too that I think it was like a psychological thing, kind of coming in as like the underdogs and kind of holding that theme throughout. So yeah.
I would also say I would like to attribute a little bit of the success of the Brown Tribe to myself, in that I had close relationships with you. I made a very close relationship with Taylor, and then Brett as well, and then even Sam a little bit at the start. And I think that unity, I think really helped us persevere through the end. And it's hard sometimes to keep a group of 3 or 4 together and have people try to we need to get this person out. But I felt I made some pretty meaningful relationships with 3 or 4 different members of my tribe that we were able to kind of stick together as a group and not get broken up at any point.
I would say a big part of my strategy was being a part of the really close alliance, but I also about halfway through the game started distancing myself a little bit strategically, so kind of not always talking with you guys or kind of standing aside, because I felt like there was maybe such a strong alliance that it was getting a target on their back because of it. So I feel like I tried to strategically stay in and make you guys still feel solid, because I was still solid there, yes. But kind of step aside a little bit so people wouldn't see me as one of the targets as a part of their alliance when they decided it needed to be broken up.
I would also like to mention one more thing. Sorry. I think one of the best ways you win Survivor is through the relationships you build. and you can only have those strong relationships when you build trust with that person. And kind of all throughout the game, I was looking for little pieces of information to share with people so that they could feel like they could trust me. When we went out for idols, like I noticed Kyle found an idol and Evan found an idol kind of right off the bat. And so I used that information as currency to build trust with Taylor and with Rachel and with Sam and potentially Brett as well. So I think that was also kind of instrumental in cementing those relationships.
I like telling jokes because I hope that people like me because of it. So if I made anyone laugh today, you're welcome. And that was a little bit of my strategy, throwing that in there. But overall, just having fun and vibing, and that was my main point. First time this year, so.
Can you share one of your jokes with all of us?
I mean, I said I felt smeared when I was kicked off my team. I thought it was funny, but I shouldn't say kicked off, voted out, but we're back together now.
If each of you were on the jury and the other two were the final two, who would each of you vote for? So like Katie, if you were out, who would you vote for between Jacob and Rachel? Jacob, same question for the two of them, and Rachel, same question for the two of them.
I think my vote would probably go to Jacob. I think, like you said, you did a lot of work with keeping the alliance strong and like being a part of it. Like we all contributed to it, but it felt so core, and I think you worked really hard to make that happen. So I think because of that, I would vote.
I can go next. I would probably say the same for Rachel. Like she was very instrumental in my game. We had a good relationship in this game, and I think her strategy of kind of distancing herself a little bit. Like sometimes, like last year, for example, when I played, we were kind of viewed as a voting block, and like we weren't like, no one like wanted to work with us because they knew that they were like final three or whatever. So I think you distancing yourself kind of allowed that to not happen as much this time. So yeah.
Katie?
I would probably naturally say Rachel because I honestly haven't really chatted with you much throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
There were a couple times, but
Yeah, we chatted a lot.
Yeah, we had some instances where we talked, and sometimes where we like kind of came up with a plan together, or even in challenges where we, I leaned on you for help. So yeah, I would say Rachel. She played a solid game, and she definitely pulled me in. Like I feel like you really sell good point and a good strategy when we chat. So yeah.
So at the merge, we had 8 people. It was 4 Brown, the 3 of you and Brett, and there was 4, a mix from the other tribes, 3 winners and Neil. It seemed like Neil was kind of like the adopted sibling of the Brown tribe, and Neil kind of secured you guys the end game because you were able to sway him to your side to basically always have the majority. The 4 plus Neil equaled always having the 5, and then you were able to cut him when it was just the Brown left. So Neil was kind of the most pivotal player in a way in the post-merge. Who do you feel of the 3 of you was the person able to, I guess, shepherd Neil to your side the most? Or if you have another player that you feel like you were able to influence in the post-merge, how do you think that influenced you guys getting to the final 3?
Yeah, I mean, I think I took on the role of forming a relationship most with Neil. I saw him as like an integral part of what we were doing because it was Brett, Rachel, and I, and you were kind of that like tribe that kind of went to the merge together. And I knew that if we kept the 4, that we would then be able to basically run the game from there. But the only issue is I knew that Brett was solid, I knew that Rachel was solid, I knew our 3 were good. But the one thing that could happen is Neil getting a little angsty about going to the end, obviously, with like 3 rounds, or having like Kyle, for example, pull and be like, hey, like we need to like lessen their like tribe size, basically. So I definitely spent a considerable amount of time like getting to know Neil and trying to make him feel safe. And ultimately, like the vote out, I just had so much reassurance basically from Brett and Rachel, and I'd come back from like conversations with Brett, like on your vote where you're like, I was thinking Jacob, and so I knew like I could have worked, but my path to getting here was way more certain with going with these 2. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like that alliance kind of just naturally fell into place. with like Gray's not having too many left and then getting divided, it kind of was like, okay, cool, we can all kind of work together because you needed an alliance and then it benefited us both ways too. So I think at that time it just made sense. And then we were a little bit nervous for the merge if, I don't remember which Gray was left, Carly maybe was left, and if you guys were able to come back together, but then it worked that you were the only one. So then I think like that fear went away and we could trust you a little bit more then of like not thinking after the merge you'd be able just to like go back to your alliance right away. So.
Any other questions? Okay. Well, there's only really one thing left to do, and that's our final immunity challenge. I hate final threes. This is not the final three. One of these people will be on the jury. Ready, set, go.
I can't readjust the bottles, right?
No.
Then there were two. It's hard enough to stay like this.
Oh, he knows the strat.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't let him hit you.
Get him.
Come on, Katie.
Oh. Watch out for that wingspan.
What?
Oh. He's fainting.
Jacob's still in. He's got one left. Jacob!
I got too excited.
That was a great play, Katie.
I saw you just like inch up. You're like, oh, like
We don't need a third round because Jacob won the first two. Jacob, you're going to eliminate one of these two ladies and go to the final with the other one.
Can I take like...
Yeah, you can take like 30 seconds or a minute. All right, we got our final three right here. We're not going to do the voting because obviously Rachel can only vote for Katie. Katie can only vote for Rachel. So Jacob is the only vote that matters. Jacob, take it away.
All right. I will be... I will
It's okay.
I will be taking Katie to the final because I don't think I would be able to beat Rachel.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay. Okay, we have our reigning winner, Evan, to present this year's winner t-shirt between Jacob and Katie. Do you want to read what the shirt says or no?
On the front?
Yeah.
I think the winner should have to read it.
Okay, the winner should have to read it. Okay. All right. We will commence with reading the votes then. Thank you all for coming. This was really fun. And I kept to my word and we're ending like an hour and a half earlier than last year, so. Okay. Taylor, can you do the fingers for one and somebody else do the fingers for the other? To count up votes. You gotta stand behind them. Oh.
What about fingers and toes?
Yeah, you have to take your...
Yeah, maybe you could do toes. That's kind of been the theme of the day.
Yeah, you have to do it with your toes.
Okay.
Raise them up.
So, vote number 1, Jacob. Vote number 2, Jacob. Vote number 3, Jacob. Next vote, Katie. Next vote, Katie. We're at 3-2. Next vote, Jacob. 4-2. Katie. 4-3. Katie, 4-4. Reminder, it takes 7 to win, or 8 to win. Next vote, Jacob, 5-4. Next vote, Jacob, 6-4. Next vote, Katie, 6-5. Next vote, down with the patriarchy, Katie, 6-6. This is as close as it can be without being a tie yet.
Wait, the next one.
Next vote, Jacob. So this vote has to be for Katie for it to end in a tie, and it says, the man, the myth, Jacob. 8-6 victory. One of our closest ones ever. Jacob, are you willing to read what the shirt says?
Yes. I'm still shaking.
All right. Guess what, punk? I won Survivor Season 6. Guess what you did? Lost because you sucked. I swear this is what it says. What's it like to be... Why am I saying this?
You gotta read it.
What's it like to be terrible at life? I wouldn't know because I am a winner. You're inferior to me in Survivor, but also maybe in life too. I hope the sting of this loss hurts because the taste of victory is oh so sweet. Bow down before the champ. I'll have this over you forever. Whenever you think of Survivor, be sad. For you lost pathetically, but I wouldn't know what that's like.
Okay.
Voting Jacob. I think Katie had a really great game. However, I think strategy-wise, Jacob just had a lot of great things in the game, even though he voted out my husband. Wasn't a big fan of that. I was cheering for him, but good job to both of them. It was really good.
My vote is for Katie, and she had my vote the whole time because she played a great game with good energy. My vote's for Jacob. Played a good game.
Who you voted for and maybe why?
I voted for Katie. It's really hard not to vote for Jacob, but I feel like Katie defied a lot of odds today and played like a clean, quiet game.
Here we go.
Yeah, so I'm voting for, or to win, for the man, the myth, the legend, Jacob Poltine. And my reason is, from my perspective, he played a really good game, and I don't have an insight into how Katie played, so it's kind of hard to understand. But I do know for sure that Jacob played very well. So
I think one of the hardest things to do in this game is to come in and really play it hard and play it well, and for that reason I voted for Jacob.
Okay.
Okay. Vote for Jacob to win. I think he played a good game this year and last year, so he deserves it.
My vote is for Katie. No surprises there.
Okay, you're on.
I am very happily voting for Katie. Katie kept me in when it was me, her, and Sam, and I'm excited for her. She should win.
I thought Rachel and Jacob played a really close game. I think Rachel's game worked better from my viewpoint in the end, but Jacob, at the end of it all, made the better move by taking Katie. So he deserves his win.
Team girl.
I voted for Katie to win. I think Jacob played a really good game, and everything that he said when he was answering questions was correct and right. But he also betrayed me when it came down to 5. And he was right. He built really good trust with everybody. He also built good trust with me, and I believed it. So, not much more than that.
You played an amazing game. It was awesome to be a close alliance partner with you all the way through. We made some amazing strategic decisions together, won some challenges. Hold a little bit against you for turning your back on me, but I get why you did it. Good job.
I'm voting for Jacob. We had a really strong alliance the whole game, and I wouldn't have gotten to Final 3 without him, so I think he played a great game.